Don't make life decisions when you're not feeling happy. Stay tuned. We'll discuss it. All right. Welcome back to Rick Boiardi, World Builder, Warrior Academy. I'm on the East Coast, Boston, Saturday morning, Northern Hemisphere, February, very cold. And what's been on my mind, which I want to share with all of you, is that you should not make life decisions or make big decisions when you're not feeling happy. In other words, be patient, let things pass, do the things you need to do. Your mood will change, your focus and the issue that you're having will fall into place. You'll be better prepared to make a decision. Okay, we're in February if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And this time of year, a lot's going on for people. The holidays are over. It's back into the groove of what your standard daily life is without those extras. What else? For a lot of North Americans, in the U.S., football season's over. A lot of the dudes, they just fall apart when football's over. There's nothing to replace it. Yes, of course, you can, other sports, Boston Bruins, Boston Celtics, I get it. By the way, when I stopped just then, a guy was jogging across the street in front of me. It was a friend of mine, just happened to see him. So, what do I mean by not making decisions? It's like you're going to have, I think, deeper downward mood swings at this time of year. Now, not everybody. I get some of my friends are super into winter sports. This is their time of year. They're out there skiing, traveling, they're happy as can be. And that's great, or like big hockey fans, or some people just like the winter is a time of rest and reflection, be indoors, be internal, read books, sit by the fireplace. There's a lot of great things. So I'm kind of talking generally here in that I'm also talking about myself, okay? So one of the things is I always share personal examples because I learn the most from them, and that enables me to share these things with all of you and help you. This time of year, I think a lot of realities start to set in place, or they come to the forefront. Again, Thanksgiving's gone by, Christmas, New Year's, holidays, that kind of thing. And, now you're just in the winter, you're doing your thing. You're waking up, you're going to your profession, whatever it may be, you're paying your bills. You've got other things in your life, but maybe things feel stale. It's like in the summer or the fall, people are taking vacations. They've got that is something that just jacks their emotions and makes them feel good or better about what they're doing. But a lot of times at this time of year, it almost seems like it's segregated from the rest of your life. And you tend to have a lot of unexplained downward feelings. It happens. People, they feel like somewhat pessimistic, but sometimes it's even hard to put words to what you feel at this time of year. It does happen. And there are some things you can do, and there are some things you shouldn't do. And some of the things that you can do is stick to your program. Your conscious mind will start talking to you, start whispering, sometimes shouting, and will say, stop doing this, start doing that, blow this off, etc. And a lot of times it's a hyper reaction to what you're feeling. So you've got to kind of stop, constantly looking at your game plan at this time and just do things. You know, say certain things to yourself. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to, things like in that world, in the nutrition world, to do better, to buy organics, to get my whole foods in place, my macros in terms of protein, whether it be animal protein or other plant proteins, carbs like sweet potatoes, brown rices, things like that, vegetables, get a bunch of color, buy organic, and fruits, and hydrate. You can get away from the drinking. Maybe in the holidays you add it on a little bit. Now, I don't want to come across as prudish, but I will share that I'm not a drinker. I'm just not. You know, when I was younger, in my 20s, it was kind of the social thing. You'd go out to the clubs and parties, and it was just a thing you did. You know, like the guys would, how far you were driving, you would calculate how many beers you needed to drive there, that kind of thing. You know, before you go in the club, sit in the car, have a few. You know the drill. It just becomes kind of a lifestyle, especially when you're in school. But you get older and you start seeing the personal effects, spiritual, psychological, physical, of self-medication in many forms, and you let things go. You improve your program, and by the way, often you have to, because you don't have this furnace blasting in your body non-stop 24/7. You've got to do things to turn on the switch to burn. So your food program should really be important, and I will tell you, the wintertime is a time where people seek comfort. It's easy to get off your program, and if you do occasionally, that's okay. But you can literally, this just happened to me. I'm not sure why, but Thursday, where I was working and traveling a lot, and I was going to go to my workout, and instead the teacher couldn't teach. I think she had some Valentine's thing going on, and they asked me to teach. So I taught, which you do get a metabolic response, and by demonstrating I get a bit of a workout, but it wasn't my typical workout. I was kind of thrown off from the emotions at my work. A lot of things going on like that, and I felt, just Thursday night when I got home, I felt really crappy. But Friday, I'll share more of this with you. I ate on program all day, and yeah, I had to travel for my real estate work and get up early. I was working on some of my life coaching stuff. I also was reaching out to people and planning a trip to the Amazon this summer. And then, you know, I'm in Boston and I need to get to my workout, and I leave 2 hours in advance to travel to Hot Yoga Auburn, and I don't get there because friggin' traffic is insane. And so I go home. Instead of being bummed out, I go and I eat well. I worked some more on my Amazon trip, and then I went and I babysat my son's daughters, my granddaughters, which was awesome. So my point of that whole thing is I was struggling with all this emotion and physical feeling, and yet I stuck to my food plan, and bang, I felt great. Today, Saturday, went and worked out, awesome workout, feel phenomenal. So you can get it back very fast. Another thing I was doing all week was practicing gratitude, because I personally, and I'm not sharing this to be a narcissist, it's to be absolutely honest and open, so you can see that the person sharing and teaching and coaching lives this stuff 24/7 as well. Really feeling down in certain areas, and would practice gratitude. I literally, wherever I was, I would just start verbalizing, and I was by myself, so people wouldn't think I was crazy. I would just verbalize the things I was grateful for. I just start looking around, and the crazy thing is, and I've said this in other videos, is stuff you would never think of, and you look at with those eyes, and it's amazing the amount of things to be grateful for. And it literally instantly picks you up, gives you endorphins, you feel better. So there's that. Things not to do: change up your game plan, your goals, your conscious mind talking you out of what you should be doing because you feel so shitty in the moment. I struggle with that too. Like, I'll say, okay, I'm going to rearrange my personal goal setting schedule, and I know better. I know that it feels good at the moment, but I'm deceiving myself that I'm getting out of something in the moment. And then the next day rolls around, I'm like, you know what? My original plan works better in my personal life. Stay front-sided. Another thing you can do is stay front-sided on the things that are your goals. Yeah, short-term, absolutely. Also long-term, but be patient. It's the 10,000-hour rule to, get to where you're going. So, I'm building a life coaching business, and I'm doing it right now. I am coaching. But I have goals for it, and I have to, not jump out 30 steps ahead and then feel anxious because I'm not there, and then feel depressed because I'm not there. Know that I have to take, be Michael Jordan and take 10,000 hours of foul shots or jump shots or shoot shots with the other hand, all these drills in order to get there. And, I'll give you an example. You're going to get challenged all along the way. So last night, I went to read the Amazon stuff this guy sent me from somewhere in South America. I haven't read it yet. The reason is because I wanted to print it on my new laptop. It wasn't connected to my new printer. I didn't know how to do it. And I tried a couple different ways. And yet I knew I had to leave and go babysit at a certain time. I really wanted to get this done. And I remind myself to stay patient and calm, and that each step, whether it's left, right, or straight or back, the next thing I do is the next step in the process. And sure enough, with a little bit of experimenting, pressing some buttons on the printer, getting the old manual out, watching a YouTube video, and Googling some stuff, I was able to be an investigator and put this thing together. And something simple like getting my printer online, and I printed the thing, which now I can read today. I was able to get an email out, send the attachment to a group of my adventure partners. These guys, we go on adventures every year. Last year was Tokyo, climbing Mount Fuji and so forth. This year, the Amazon. Get that out to them so they're happy that things are in progress, because I'm the guy who plans and coordinates the trips. Look, keep that big goal, your purpose in life goal. Devote some time management. These are things you can do. Take steps towards the big goal. Take steps to improve in your daily profession, what you do. Somebody's investing in you. You're investing in them. Be a good team player. Do your best. Recognize that things aren't always going to go well in all the different areas. And I'll touch on this. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I know I saw on Facebook a lot of people were bummed out, like, they're not getting any Valentines, or they don't have anyone to give them to. I'll say this: when you feel that way, giving is the best answer. And I'll give another honest example from me. Right now I don't have what's called a exclusive relationship. So I'm just seeing different people, and so that kind of like where you're in this comfort zone of a relationship and you have someone 24/7. I'm more like kind of wildcatting it right now, and free agent. And so some of the things you don't have are those things that some people really, really absolutely need that. They don't feel whole. But I made a point, like certain women, I know certain things about them. I found online certain Valentine's Day cards, which I sent them, made them happy, made me feel good, So it's things like that. Okay, I want to keep this under 15 minutes. Again, support me on Rick Boiardi, World Builder Warrior Academy. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, share my videos, comment, offer suggestions. Let's improve the world. Where are we? Oh, I'm over 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to upload this a different way. Okay, thanks to you all. Start marching forward. Reach out to me if you want personal coaching, personal suggestions on ways to improve. Like Mulder and Scully used to say, especially Mulder, the truth is out there. All right, love to you all, peace to you all, take care.